Wassup Ock? Y'all know what it is. This is the AEW Wrestling Podcast. We be talking, they don't want none. Just going over a little bit of AEW. We gave you Forbidden Door, but now, right after that, as Ortiz would say, it's blood and guts, blood and guts, blood and guts. They had blood and guts. Just passed. Just want to go through a little bit of what we had from Dynamite and Rampage as they get started, getting heated until the summer, on their way to All Out. They started off with Orange Cassidy getting a win over All Ego Ethan Page. Couple things for that match. Cass had a new song that debuted, and they was loving it. And Best Friends was one from ringside. It's his indie song, but it's new on AEW. But Dan Lambert got the Best Friends band from ringside because he said they didn't have manager licenses, which was dumb as shit. But you know that didn't matter. Orange Cassidy got the win. Ego was mad at the end. Also, during one of the commercial breaks, Wardlow, Scorpio, Sky in the back. They said they're gonna make it a street fight. Unless somebody interferes, which Wardlow ain't got too many adversaries anymore with MJF inconspicuous actions at the moment.
With the title.
I think he leads with the title next week. What y'all think?
Wardlow on a new TNT Champ.
Because them other old members of American Top Team ain't want to attack.
And Scorpio Sky already beat Wardlow.
So they probably don't mess with him.
He already beat him with MJF and them shit.
Yeah, all you gotta is Ethan Page.
We'll see. We also had Christian with another powerful heel promo. He's one of the best when he's a heel. I mean, Captain Charisma is cool, but Christian Cage, he said he was forced to come out there by Tony Khan and apologize to Jungle Boy. He said, I apologize, Jonathan Boy. I'm sorry that the rest of your family isn't as dead as your dad. Like, goddamn. Told his mother, call him, all this other shit. He said that, and they was in Detroit too. He said the best thing about Detroit is that it's near Canada. I said, goddamn, he on this shit. But then we had a squash match. Luchasaurus, his new protege, new song, all black, black everything, black tongue, black everything. I forgot his little finisher he did. But
he did though.
Yeah, it was something like some of the Jungle Boy moves.
Yeah, but he beat up on Serpentico and then chokeslammed him out the ring, and they got out of there. We also had a trios match with Danhausen and FTR versus the Gun Club and Max Cass. As we seen the returning.
Listen.
and as he say that, they my boys. The Acclaim, Max Cass and Bowens, ever since they was already my boys because I fuck with Max Cass the rap. But once they got with the Gun Club and they started this ass boy shit, it was my shit. Scissor me, daddy, yo. Yo, Anthony Bowens my man, yo. I love when they do that shit. All I know is Bowens jumped up out of the wheelchair with the crutch. He didn't hit fucking Danhausen. He hit Colten Gunn. They lost the match. Let Danhausen get the win after the hot tag from Dax. Billy Gunn, they had a little scuffle afterwards, in which Billy Gunn pushed his own sons and they left like he sided with the Acclaim. This is leading to some kind of feud. But no matter what, the feud has to end with the Acclaim being faces because they already are on some fucking FTR type level chairs. So ain't no point making them heels again. You gotta let they faces now. The people love the Acclaim all of a sudden. So you gotta give them some high. But after that, we had a TBS title match. Jade Cargill beat up on Layla Gray. And then after that, who was that? Athena and Statlander came out because Jade started talking shit, talking about they lazy. And then Layla Gray started helping them and trying to join our baddies. And Jade said, get the fuck out of here. And Hathaway leaving the ring was like, I don't know what I was doing. She don't even work here. But that was that. But last, it was what we were here for. It was blood and guts. You had the Blackpool Combat Club, Mox, your interim AEW World Champion, Claudio Castagnoli, Eddie Kingston the Mad King, Santana Ortiz, and your peer Ring of Honor champion, Wheeler Yuta. They was going up against the Jericho Appreciation Society, Matt Maynard, Angelo Parker, Dan Garcia, Y2J, Sammy Guevara, Spanish God, and Jake Hayes. At the beginning of the match, you had Claudio going up against Sammy. Big ass cage, 2 rings. They got it going nice and early. After that, who came in next? I think it was Daniel Garcia came in next. And then Wheeler Yuta came in next. And then I think Hager came in, and after a couple moves, these motherfuckers started chanting, "We the people." The Real Americans, Jack Swagger,
and they looked at each other.
They looked at each other. I thought they was about to get busy. But then after that, we had Mox come in, and it made sense for Mox to come in. He's a champion. He ain't got nothing to prove. The real feud is Eddie Kingston and Jericho. That's still ongoing for some reason because Jericho, they want to shake niggas' hands. But this keeps going. As we get Ortiz in, we get Angelo Parker. Angelo Parker immediately gets power drive as soon as he gets in on some glass by Moxie. But we know he cut himself completely open. Too bad. He was too bad cut open. You know it's too much for me to talk about. Once we get to the talking about the match.
He already had this shit.
Once we get to talking about the match, we'll remember some stuff and some more stuff will come up. But as we keep going, we get Ortiz and Santana in the ring. Santana gets a little fired, but then this motherfucking ass gets hurt. I don't know what it was. They ain't tell us no severity of the injury yet. It's something with the leg, possibly Achilles, because he went straight down and he never got back into the match. Non-contact. This could be real. Contracts expiring. We don't know. But we get down to the end. It's Eddie Kingston. It's Jericho. This is what the people wanted to see. Blood and Guts has begun. It's literally the AEW version of War Games. Nothing even completely different about it except they not pinning. You gotta surrender. There was a massive amount of cheating from Ty Conti to the point where she got the key from the ref and opened the cage. After that, Ruby Soho came out there and started whipping her ass to get her out of this. But nah, this time, Jericho and Kingston climbing up on top of the cage. Here comes Sammy. Eddie Kingston get rid of his ass, throw him off the cage into the table. Yeah. We see Sammy no more, ladies and gentlemen. But up on the cage, as we get to the end, you got Kingston going up against Jericho. Claudio ends up against bum-ass Matt Maynard. Eddie Kingston gets him in that little twisting ass submission he get Jericho in. And Jericho holding on. As soon as Matt Maynard getting a sharpshooter, he tapped.
Yeah, me.
And Eddie Kingston like, I won? And Claudio like, no, I won. And Eddie Kingston mad as shit like, dog, I had him. Nigga, I'm supposed to wait for you? Your man attacked? I got Matt Maynard. We supposed to win, right? They celebrating up on the cage. Motherfucking Jericho was scared to get down out the cage, so they just stayed in the corner. Long ass celebration. This was a long ass match. It took almost an hour.
Yeah.
There was a lot of shit going on. But big successful win for the Blackpool Combat Club and the Regal Boys. How did y'all feel about Blood and Guts?
It was pretty okay. I don't know if it was better than the first one. Somebody tried to say it was better than the first one, but it was some fun spots in there. Bad thing that Santana got hurt because he came in there on fire. Then he went down. That put a damper on the match a little bit. Then I feel like it's one funny spot when one of 2.0 like barely like was trying to scurry out the cage. He was hanging outside the cage.
Yeah, he was outside down, like he was hanging, and that's the one that was bleeding. How did you get through that little hole?
He climbed through the middle part where it's open up. And then I think it was a botch in there because I really think Jericho was supposed to be a wizard with a fireball in that match. When Eddie Kingston,
he had the alcohol.
Eddie Kingston poured out the alcohol, and he got hit in some way, somehow he got outside the cage, and I don't know how it did.
Yeah, so tried to push it back in through the cage,
through the hole,
and it kept spitting out and leaking. And then Jericho just said, "Forget it."
Like I said, there was plenty of parts to this match.
Yeah.
Jake Hager got power bombed in the middle of the ring.
There's a lot of spots. So like Darren was saying, there's a lot of good spots. And other times you can see that some stuff wasn't put together. And I think some of the stuff, I don't know what they was doing with the camera work sometimes.
Yeah.
Like even when they was on top of the cage, but they just stopped fighting in the ring.
Yeah, they never
showed the ring again. And fucking
like
when Angelo Paul got in the ring, then he got in the ring, he started high and running from niggas. They fucked him up.
He messed up.
And
I like that part. He was fucking getting out of there.
He kept running around until they got.
And as Tom said, the reason why I feel like this one was better because last year's one was basically at the end of the pandemic when stuff was opening back up. So it was just a new match. They just putting stuff together. This time they had to actually make it interesting enough for the fans to stay invested for a whole hour. This wasn't just wrestlers around the ring this time.
Yeah.
So I think they did it. Once
Blood and Guts started though, they started fucking each other up.
Yeah.
When the actual match started, yeah.
So I think they did a good job maintaining relevance for the reason to do another one next year.
Yeah.
So I think I'm not gonna say they outdid themselves, but they did do as good as last.
And the other thing I know is Jericho team lost again.
Jericho lost
The
again.
last one because Jericho got pushed off the top.
Yeah, at least he didn't get pushed off this time. But I will say, I feel like last year Blood and Guts was more ruthless because they were trying to prove why they needed Blood and Guts to stay around, why they were making it their own thing. And what better way to cement that by getting the people that you are pushing as the most violent people in wrestling in the Blackpool Combat Club. So it was a good storyline sense move, and I wasn't mad at it. But to keep it going, we reviewed Rampage. And with the Rampage, I don't want to forget, it was dumb tax in that match.
Oh, yeah.
It was all kinds of shit in that match. But
The broken glass.
we get the Rampage, and they start off with a Royal Rampage. It's basically like their version of a Royal Rumble. You know that gets recorded right after Dynamite, so they still got the two rings. They basically got a red ring and a blue ring.
I'm happy how they did this.
10 people for each.
I was disappointed on Dynamite because they was only using the first ring into Blood and Guts.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
can't use the second ring?
So basically, the first ring had some heavy hitters in it. Powerhouse, Keith Lee, Adam Page. They had some big boys in there. On the other side, you had Darby Allin. Oh yeah, Brody. You had Brody King. You had Darby Allin, the Butcher, and the Blade, and a couple of random other motherfuckers. They doing. I seen Dustin.
Swerve and
Swerve and Keith and them going out around the same time off some stupid shit.
Some phony stuff.
You know Adam Page, they had to make him around the star the whole battle royal.
Yeah.
But he ended up getting put out late. So basically, as Darren pointed out, and it really happened in the second ring, Butch and the Blade was fucking niggas up the whole match, ladies and gentlemen. They was destroying the competition. And at the end, Darby just easily, the way Darby does, just slithers his way out of taking these two motherfuckers out.
Yeah, because it was 5 people left. It was Brody King, Hangman.
Yeah.
Hangman tried to do a buckshot lariat, but Brody King
Brody
pushed his
pushed
leg
his
out.
ass.
Then they switched to the the red? Was it the blue ring? The other ring, the second ring. And Butch and the Blade basically took almost everybody out that ring. And you just got skinny little ass Darby. Like, we just easy eliminate them both.
Yeah.
Come on now.
And then we get down to Brody and Darby. Brody will get his ass. Fucking him up, throw him through the ropes into the other ring. And then you know the fake Darby shit, trying to hang on, trying to get niggas over the rope. Brody wasn't having that shit. This is one of the more dominant of a battle royal Rumble I've seen, where it wasn't no fake ass, the little person trying to use their legs. No. Nigga, come here. Go to sleep. Drop you. Brody King gets a world title shot at Moxley on Dynamite, goddammit. Representing or honoring the House of Black. Brody King versus John Moxley on Dynamite. It's gonna be a good match.
Brody, out of all them, getting the first title shot out of the House of Black.
Yeah, that's good. The next, you had AEW Tag Team Champions Young Bucks going up against Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi. It's a pretty good match. The Asian guys, they pretty good, but these guys needed, I think, just some chemistry. But the match got good. I mean, it's not really much more to talk about. At the end, Meltzer driver for the win. Bucks for the win. But they just wanted to let y'all know the Forbidden Door was open. Now, the biggest thing about Rampage, to end off this AEW review, was they decided the main event with a match that really meant nothing at all. And it was Nyla Rose versus Toni Storm with Sabrina Shafir ringside. People started leaving, and they made it a topic for journalism. Oh, people leaving at Rampage. Now, first of all, Rampage is not its own show. It's recorded after Dynamite. So if the people are there seeing dark matches for a half an hour, 45 minutes, they still got to go to 2 hours of Dynamite and still deal with an extra hour Rampage. Now, when you got real life and you got to work at 9 to 5, 8 to 5 in the morning, some people 6 in the morning, you ass got to miss something. And because y'all decided to make the main event Nyla Rose and Toni Storm and gave me my Rampage Royal Rumble and the Bucks, what else I got to see? I'm leaving. The match was decent at best. Toni got the win, and then Nyla was mad. Marina Shafir, they tried to bang her. Fucking your AEW World Champ Danhausen Rose come out there, and that was pretty much the end. They all buddy. That you shouldn't have ended it like that. If you get bad ratings, that's your fault. That was just stupid. It made no sense that you had 3-4 matches and that's what happened. But whatever. But how did y'all feel about AEW Blood and Guts for the week?
Yo, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Royal Rampage, that was an interesting when I saw that name, I was like, where y'all come up with this name?
I was like they
but
tried.
that was
I was like, it's only so much
I'm
you
still
can do.
waiting for Kingston to implode. So
that was a good.
That's why I give props.
Brody
That's why I give props to Impact
So him and Claudio
because they
in that
invented. Yeah. Claudio and Kingston gonna be a good
Oh
match.
yeah,
all out.
it is.
Even though Eddie Kingston gonna lose. But that's all we got for y'all. We just had to show some love to AEW because they be getting busy. But sometimes you gotta call them out. Sometimes this was just stupid. Like, and sometimes for Tony Khan to be such a fan, this was a dumbass booking decision. Cody wanted to be a booker, he gone. I don't know who the booker now. Gotta be just fucking Tony Khan, but you had a reason to book the Bucks match. We know the reason for the Royal Rampage. What's the reason behind Nyla Rose and Toni Storm fighting? If ultimately it was just gonna look to like a teamwork thing between.
So Toni Storm can pick up another one, right?
Yeah, so
And
Toni
get a
Storm
possible
can get a
rematch.
But once you get the rematch after she looking buddy with the girl.
could have put that first.
Yeah, that was the first match. That was some dumb shit. Don't do it again. But that's our review of AEW. Blood and guts. We see y'all soon with some more AEW. This is y'all heard us at Wrestling Podcast. These be tough and down. They don't want them, baby.